What are you thinking for Newbee? They've got about 50 seconds to decide. Of course, they will need another core.
Could go mid, could go for the safe lane. They have a lot of AoE control already just from like the Tide. There's the follow from the Nyx Assassin, the damage from the Gyrocopter too, so pretty well versed themselves. You could say tower damage possibly, like TB if they wanted to go for a safe laner, but it's the tower damage and the DP instead. So that AA into the DP looking good, but Oracle DP has been a combo for quite a long time.
Yeah, Missionary working on those last hits. Support's trying to move around, but neither side really giving each other the opening. There's invisibility rune on Nyx, and he'll just use it for a mana burn.
They're trying to set for a kill on SCCC in the mid lane with that ward place, but it was spotted, so.
Well, up top, they are going to go on to KP, the Burrow Strike into Cold Feet, and this time they will have the damage for the kill. It's Kyle that gets the bonus gold. They even pull the rotation from the Oracle, but Faith unable to make the save.
I call that a mistake from KP. He saw the Sand King rotating back up top on his own ward there in the mid lane, and he just dies. I don't know, a little bit too easy.
Too far forward.
Yeah.
It's only a level 3 Tide.
He just got kind of baited out by his own ward, right? He's like, I don't think they're here. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it does have 2 points in that Kraken shell, but not quite enough. Down bottom, Moo with a nice repel. Stops the stun from Kaka, and now Z-Freak comes the other way. Purification on top. Moogie in a lot of trouble, and Z-Freak will give him that crab claw to secure the kill.
Fire him on top of the Omni Knight, which, on top of the Gyrocopter there for Moogie up against the Omni Knight.
Z-Freak almost gets brought down by the Oracle, but able to survive, just not quite enough damage, and now Moo, that 1 point in degen aura, maybe slowing down. Z-Freak is looking to reinitiate. Burrow Strike does connect. There's the Purification. This combo is pretty nasty. Fate's Edict not going to be enough to save the Oracle, and it'll be another kill up for Complexity.
I really don't want to give this away. Just enabling Moo
now
into that soul ring and then further.
Kaka in some trouble here. Kyle with some body blocks, putting down the Icy Vortexes. Nice stun onto one, but is it going to be enough? Not today. That makes it 4 as Complexity continue their reign of dominance of Newbee's draft despite being so far ahead.
Yeah, definitely. The other problem for Newbees, they want to use it after the Lycan is ultied so that they can start playing around that cooldown. And then we'll have like a Lycan and Ravage timed at the same. And if we can Ravage him every time he's in form, we might be able to get control of this game back.
Yule's Scepter onto Omni Knights and follow-up stuns. The call down, silence will be enough to find the kill on Moo. But now Ice Blast, Epicenter, it's going to be huge. It connects up 3. They lose Kaka first. Limp with a decent Dream Coil does help set up the kill onto Moogie, who will shatter, but it's going to cost him their Z-Freak, and Faith will end that 5x mega kill streak. So about how they take this fight. Homing missile flying in.
Looks like they coiled for that. So Complexity maybe just diving a little bit here without everyone available. And I'd maybe try to bait out a Ravage as well, because we still haven't seen it. KP wait with that perfect moment.
Yeah. Now Moo is going to get caught by a stun. The Ravage flies. They really want this Omni Knight. Limp will get clipped on the low ground. Moo drops the Purification and sets up the turn onto Kaka as Limp jumps in. So again, even when Newbee do find these pickoffs,
nothing for the repel, so he can just like repel TP in a lot of situations.
Yeah. Well, maybe some rotations again. Complexity smoked up. Very aggressive posture in the enemy jungle. SCCC just farming away right now, and he'll be the first one caught. The Ice Blast comes in, but a nice save from Oracle. Dream Coil locking them down. Faith will fall, and I think SCCC will still die. Not enough healing to come out, and it ends up being 2 dead as Complexity set their sights on the objective in the Roche Pit, the big boy.
That puts Limp up in the level 15 right now. Who else on their team? Like 15 for Limp, 13 for Chessie, 12 for Moo. Oh.
Gets a little too cocky in the mid lane there under the tower. Just gets stunned up by the Nyx, and they've got the damage.
Well, you can't do that. I mean, the counter of Nyx versus Puck showing off there.
Maybe Trent, this was a next level strat so that his team can finish off Roche. Newbee thinking there's no way Puck would do that if his team was in the Roche pit, and it does kind of work out. They get the Aegis onto Chessie, and they will be able to walk away. Kaka getting close to the pit, now taking some damage himself. Ice Blast will connect on 2. Kaka falls, and now Faith on the run. Here. He pops the tome before he dies, and they will chase him down.
He's a bit too chilled. He's chilling everybody. Oh, those primo moments,
Trent,
too.
Look how scary this is. They're going to trade tier 2 for tier 1. Up top, Complexity's tier 1 still has 700 HP. They go straight for the high ground. KP maybe in some trouble here. Dream Coil on 2. The silence. Ice Blast only hits the Tide. The follow-up isn't quite there, but still the tier 3 has gone down. This Lycan pushes so damn fast. That's all they needed to unlock Shrines at 22 minutes. Now in the backline, Z-Free channels the Epi, gets the Purification, and down goes Faith. KP silence, not even going to be able to Ravage here. He doesn't doesn't have enough mana. Even if he could, that Lycan mana drain hurts. The Guardian Angel comes. There's no way to dispel it. SCCC in a lot of trouble. Buyback now from KP. He needs this Ravage. BKB from Moogie. Maybe they can turn this around. Z-Freak and Moo will fall. Limp trying to make the Exodus. Silence coming out on both sides. He will get Yule sceptered, and it will be hard for him to survive this one. So Complexity commit deep. It does cost them, however, they force out a buyback and get that tier 3 tower. Maybe now even losing 4 as Kyle gets caught by that homing missile. He will get finished off.
Hey, when I was up there farming, I got to find a rapier. Oh, what were you guys doing?
It's a pretty good gyro.
Maybe he should show up to some fights every once in a while and you wouldn't buy a rapier.
But down bottom, they know KP doesn't have Ravage. It's down for another 30 seconds, and they're just charging up to the high ground. Chessie channels the ultimate. He's got BKB and Aegis. We've seen how this story goes, Trent, but without Ravage, it's going to be tough for Newbee. BKB from Chessie is popped. He's running around the back lines. Now starting to focus on Barracks. I think Complexity may just back up and reset. The DP is use the Exorcism. If they can get away from this, it'll be an Exorcism wasted.
Oh, Z-Freak looking for the counter initiation, though.
Oh, the beautiful Epicenter. BKB from Moogie mitigates some of it, but they are starting to go in onto Kaka. The rest of Complexity have backed up. Z-Freak makes it into the tree line. I don't know he'll be able to survive this one, though. Burrow strike to the high ground. He does have a TP, but Fortune's End is there, and this looks like it will be the end of the Sand King as he tries to force stuff out of the map. Limp did also fall on the backside. Two down for Complexity.
Well, it may be meta right now, but it's also just, it's an insane amount of damage.
And an insane stun duration.
Yeah.
Z-Freak down bottom, going to be hiding in the tree line as Newbee rotate 4. He's going to get bumped into by Kaka, and oh no, this could be the end of the Sand King. Force Staff Burrow strike, but he gets dusted. And nowhere for the SK to go.
Kaka missed everything. The only thing he hit was the Yules. He missed the dust, he missed the Burrow.
Complexity is smoked up. They're going to bump into Moogie. He'll use the BKB, but the Dream Coil Tether gets snapped straight away. Great stun on 2 from the Nyx as he clips the lock.
Kaka's back, baby.
Buyback from Z-Freak. This could be a good fight for Complexity as they use the GA. Oracle survives through it. SCCC is alive for now. He has that fresh Eon Disc as the Ravage flies. Moo trying to stay alive, and now it's Complexity running out of resources. The counter initiation was there. Aegis from the Lycan will be utilized, and now his teammates are starting to drop. Sand King has no choice but to retreat, and Chessie, without BKB or Shapeshift, running out of options, can't make it to the tree line, and it is Newbee all day. 3-for-0 exchange, and also bringing down the Aegis. Huge fight and huge gold swing of nearly 3,000.
Push out this bottom lane.
You know, just like that groundhog that predicts the length of winter. You're really calling it, dude.
I got it.
High ground siege begins. Glyph gets utilized. There is no buyback on Kyle, so this will be a 5v4 for 30 seconds. With the Exorcism, this tier 3 taking a lot of damage, but Limp jumps in. Dream Coil on 3, does some okay damage, but there's just no follow-up until Z-Freak comes in with the Exorcism. It just tickles.
There's no
Chessie on the back line, doing a lot of damage to Fake, but he gets off False Promise. He might still be able to survive through this as Moo pops the GA and the Repel. They finish off the melee barracks. Range still standing, and now this Omni Knight set to go down. No buyback on Moo. Ravage connects on Chessie, so he can't make it out, and now this Lycan will go down. No buyback on him either. Almost a shame for Newbee that they don't have any other tier 2 towers down, because this is the only lane of barracks they'll be able to secure.
Yeah, you know CoL aren't giving up this easy, though.
No, he jumps out, the follow-up from Limp. Newbee could still come back in and try to clean this up. They were ready to retreat, and Complexity will hand over a few more kills before they make the Exodus. 3 down, no buybacks. Newbee, not sure what the buyback status is. They're going to play it safe, and they will just retreat.
There's also no gyrocopter here, too, so it's hard to keep pressing on forward.
Very true.
Tier 2 top, tier 2 bot. Not really a whole lot to gain. They want another quick grab on a Kyle.
Back-to-back deaths on Kyle could be bad here. It's a nice stun from Z-Freak, but it does not keep the Ancient Apparition alive. The fake back from Newbee catches Complexity unaware. Kind of like get that AC, get the BOTs up on Lycan, and just engage the rat.
A little bit of that, but mostly it's just like the vision game, like the wolves are going through. You just want to spot what Newbee are doing. They're a 5-man heavy team fight lineup. That's how they've been winning this game. But if you can keep these tier 2s, you have a much better shot at it. So someone needs to focus bot, someone needs to focus top, and force at least that they have to go right through your tier 4s, and that time he doesn't miss a stun.
Oh, Limp. That's another gem down.
Tier 4s, tier 4s.
They're doing it.
They don't want tier 2s.
Oh no, Complexity, they're smoked up out of the base.
He smokes himself in the back too, because he knows as long as he survives, he's gonna have the ulti there. What's their initiation?
Okay, here's Fade. He is going to break the smoke as they come up to the high ground. There is a glyph for the Radiant. Fade will have the false promise. He gets it off. KP has the Ravage, and it flies. Complexity in big trouble. 2 down without buyback. This could be the end of the game as Chessie in the shapeshift form tries to make it back to the well. He gets caught by Fuels. The follow-up stuff. No buybacks. Epicenter, the tickler, if you will, not going to do a hell of a lot as the tier 4s fall. And now this throne is exposed, and Complexity moments away from a loss. And Newbee, on the flip side, have just now secured themselves a seat in the main event of the Bucharest Major with $1 million on the line.
And you can't sleep on that Newbee team fight. Time and time again, they find their way back in these games by this ridiculous combination. You know, it usually starts off with something like Ravage, and then